Sisters and brothers, grace and peace. This is Pastor Steve coming to share with you just a quick update. If you will remember back after our church disaffiliated from the United Methodist Church, just this past March, our church council established 3 teams in order to help us to discern our way forward as a church. These 3 teams, the church denominational team, the church doctrine, vision, and mission team, and the church governance team have been hard at work researching, talking, discussing all the different things that they need to do in order to share with you information so that we can make the most informed decision possible around these things. I thought it would be a really good idea for those team leads to report into you, to share with you what they've been up to. So Chris, take it away.
Grace and peace, everyone. My name is Chris Aycock, and I am excited to have this opportunity to provide a brief update on the work of the Denomination Discernment Committee. You probably know or have heard that First Methodist Midland disaffiliated from the United Methodist Church. The Denomination Discernment Committee is one of 3 currently active committees formed to help guide our church forward after separating from the United Methodist Church. We are now an independent church, no longer a member of any denomination. However, we are still very much a Methodist church, which continues to follow in the teachings, traditions, theology, and heritage that John Wesley started more than 300 years ago. What you may not know is the United Methodist Church is not the only Wesleyan-based denomination in the United States. In fact, there are more than 40 separate Wesleyan denominations with thousands of active local churches spread across the country. Leaving the United Methodist Church has presented First Methodist Midland a tremendous opportunity. We are blessed with the ability to do the work to discern whether God's plan for us is to join another Wesleyan denomination or to remain an independent Methodist church. As you might expect, not unlike other important decisions that present 2 good choices, each path presents pros and cons. Accordingly, the Church Council created a Denomination Discernment Committee. The job of this committee is to research the various Wesleyan denominations, evaluate whether any may be a good fit for First Methodist Midland, and then to make a recommendation whether we should join another Methodist denomination or remain an independent Methodist church. Our committee has been meeting regularly since last summer. We have conducted significant research and interviewed our 3 pastors. Based on our work thus far, we have narrowed down the list to a handful of possible candidates worthy of further consideration. We are in the process of beginning a deeper look into these possibilities, and we soon plan to interview representatives of the Global Methodist Church and the Free Methodist Church. Based on what we learn in these interviews, we may be led to interview other denominations as well. This is a discernment process. We are in the information gathering and learning stages, but we are confident that as we do more work, God will continue to guide us. When we have completed our work, we will report our full findings and recommendations so that the church body can make an informed decision. In the meantime, we will continue to provide you occasional progress reports, and we ask that you join us in our prayers for wisdom and discernment.
Howdy, my name is Jeff Hughes, and I'm helping lead the Vision, Mission, and Doctrine Committee. That means I schedule meetings and make sure everybody has lunch. Our committee's job is to put into words exactly what First Methodist Midland is all about. We're not creating theology or writing new creeds. Rather, our goal is to create a document that every member of our church could read and nod along to because it fully captures the essence of what makes First Methodist Midland, First Methodist Midland. At the same time, this document should provide a brand new member enough information to know who we are, what we believe, and how we worship. This is where things like Avad and Shamar or y'all look right here come into play. We want to capture the things that are unique about our church and that set us apart from every other church in town. The 3 main components to our Vision, Mission, and Doctrine Committee are, you guessed it, vision, mission, and doctrine. When we talk about vision, we're working on what we see as the ultimate goal for our church. You might think of it as the why we do church. We're looking back on the 134-year history of this church and asking ourselves, what should the next 134 years look like? Mission is the how we hope to accomplish our vision for the future. You might think of it as the strategy that our church will use as we bring our vision into reality. It may describe specific actions or ministries that our church can take on as we look to the future. Doctrine is the easiest part. As I said before, we're not creating a new theology, but we do want to be certain that we know what this church believes. Much of this is covered in things like the Apostles' Creed that we recite on Sunday mornings, and we are looking to John Wesley's original Articles of Religion to guide us in this task. We are working independently from the denomination committee for a reason. We want to clearly define who this church is and what it believes, so that we can ensure that any recommendations from the denomination committee align with our church's vision, mission, and doctrine.
My name is Matt Cooper, and I'm here to tell you about one of 3 discernment committees that have been formed to help guide the future of our church. And this committee that I'm going to talk about is the Governance Committee. As the name implies, the Governance Committee was formed to study the structure of church governments. In short, how do we make decisions and who makes decisions? Historically, we did not have any say at the local level about how our government was structured. Some of you may be familiar with our local church government that we've had in place over the last several years. It involves several committees, such as the Staff Parish Relations Committee, the Finance Committee, and also includes the Church Council. For now, we've elected to keep this historical government structure in place as we work through this period of discernment. But as we look towards the future of our church, we have an opportunity to take a hard look at church government, study our historical form of government, as well as the form of church governments that are favored by independent churches across our country. The work of the Governance Committee will help inform the other discernment committees, help us better understand our current government, and possibly provide the foundation for the formation of a new system of governance for First Methodist future. If you have any questions about the Governance Committee's work, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you.
Thanks, Matt. In fact, if any of you have any questions about any of this, please reach out to any of these 3 gentlemen, myself, Pastor Kurt, and any of the team members, which will be mentioned below in this email. Just please reach out to them and ask good questions, and please be in prayer for all of us as we seek to forge a way forward for our church. Grace and peace.